welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emma, and today we're doing a very different video for me. I am going to share all of my current summer favorites with you. Make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss all my future videos. I post a lot of vlogs during the school year. I share my life as a first grade teacher, and this summer I've been sharing my life as a new mom of a 6-month-old. We're just gonna jump right into it because my daughter is napping and you never know how long you're gonna get. So as I'm looking at my pile of favorites, a lot of it is skincare because I talked about this in a previous video. I think it was my night routine. Especially now, my nighttime skin routine particularly is sacred to me. I always did my skincare. I never skipped it at the end of the day, but it was never something that I really took my time with. I really switched up. I just didn't really care that much. I just did it because I knew I should. But ever since having Jordan, I feel like it is just 10 minutes of my day that's just for me, and it feels so good. So I've really been enjoying trying new products and switching it up kind of every night and just taking more time. And so I just wanted to kind of preface this with like a good chunk of this is like skincare or beauty favorites, and then I also have a couple of like baby favorites, and then I also have just a few random things that I've been enjoying, and I'm going to try to find every single thing that I can and link it down below for you if you're interested in checking it out. I just also want to say this video is not sponsored. I want to be very transparent with the things that I love and why I love them, so nothing in this video is sponsored. Let's just get started. We're going to start with skincare, I think, since like I said, that's the biggest category of things I've been using lately. So the first thing I'll just start with is this. This is the Cerave Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser. I actually kind of rotate, like I said, what I do for my skincare every day, and that includes cleansers. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But this one is really good for when I'm having a breakout or I just, you know, need a little bit of acne help. I got a little friend coming in right here, so I will be washing my face with this until that goes away, but this is really, really good. This is the next thing, and I really like this. This is the Dime Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This goes on after a cleanser but before you put on like a moisturizer or a serum. And from what I've gathered, the purpose of this is to like soak up whatever hydration or whatever serum you put on after this. I did a sponsored video with Dime. Every single product that I got from them for that video, I use, maybe not every single night, but I do use and love every single product. But this I used, but I was like, I don't know if I really see a difference. So then I tried a night where I didn't use this before my serum or my moisturizer, and I actually noticed a difference. My skin did not feel as plump and hydrated, and now I don't go without it. So I really, really like this. It's a hyaluronic acid serum from Dime. And then what I use for my moisturizer, it literally depends on how I'm feeling, but something that I've been loving for a long time is the Ordinary Rosehip Seed Oil. I just had to buy a second one because I really, really like it, and I was sad when it was gone. So I usually will use this, and then I'll put this on top of it, and it's so good. In the winter, I'll put like a thick moisturizer underneath this, and this will be like my last step. But another moisturizer I really, really love is the Tula 24/7 Moisture. It's day or night, and it's just like, it's very lightweight but also heavy at the same time. I don't know how to describe it, but it's so good. Here's another moisturizer I like. This is also from Tula. This is their Protect and Glow Sunscreen Gel. I really, really like this sunscreen. I'll be honest, I was never a sunscreen girl. Like, I never put it on until I got this one, and I would put this on especially like in the spring months at school when I'd have recess duty and I'd sit outside and just kind of roast like a marshmallow all day, and this kept my face from getting sunburnt. Sometimes this will be the only thing I put on in the summer, and it's really glowy, it's really pretty, makes me look fresh and dewy, but I know it's also protecting my skin. I have a couple more Tula products because I really like Tula. Dime and Tula have really kind of made up my whole skincare routine lately. This might be my favorite product ever. It is the Tula Rose Glow and Get It, but you roll it on under your eyes in the morning. If you watch my vlogs, you've probably seen me use this multiple times. I use it every single morning, and especially when I pair it with this, sometimes this is all that I use, is this under my eyes, this on my face, and I look so dewy and glowy, and it's just so pretty. I will buy this forever and ever. I have multiple stocked up because I don't ever want to be without this. It just makes your under eyes like super glowy and bright, but it's cooling. It has like a cooling effect to it, and so it just feels really good and it wakes you up. It's the best. Couple more skincare items and then we'll move on. I told you I have a lot of skincare stuff. Okay, let's do this one next. This one is from Dime. This is their Eyebrow Enhancing Gel, and it comes on a little spoolie, and I will brush this on my eyebrows before I go to bed, and then sometimes I'll use this during the day after I do my eyebrows as like my gel, because it kind of holds them in place too. This has made my eyebrows grow so much. I've only been using it for like probably 6 weeks or so now, and I have noticed such a huge difference that I will never not use this again. I had heard people like talk about this for a long time. I follow Milena Ciciotti. She's one of my favorite YouTubers as well, and she has raved about this for a really long time. So I was really excited to try it when I worked with Dime, and I love it. And then I have one more thing from Dime, and it's their Moisture and Replenish Lip Balm. I think this is pretty new, but it's so good. I have it on right now and I'm gonna put on some more. It has this little applicator. Look at me being a beauty guru. It tastes really good. It looks really pretty on your lips, so I really like this. This is also from Tula, shocker. This is the Self-Care Sundae Nourishing Mask, and it comes with a little pump, which I don't know why is so satisfying to me. It is so good, especially in the winter. I know this is a summer favorites video, but this is like very nourishing and hydrating. When I worked with them a while ago, they had sent me a whole PR package full of different face masks from them, and this is the one that I will use over and over again. It's so good. They just have really good skincare products, you guys. Like, I really love Tula. This is a makeup favorite, the ColourPop No Filter Loose Setting Powder, and I always get translucent also because I never want to look like orange. It's very lightweight, but it still makes me look glowy. It's not like making my face look super dull. It's very new to me. I've only been using it for a couple weeks, but I will repurchase it. It's so good. Okay, then I have a perfume. I'm not a perfume girl. I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on perfume. It's just not my favorite. Like, I don't really care. But this one smells so good. It is actually from Target. It's the Good Chemistry brand, and it's the Pink Palm scent. I'm gonna look up what like the description is because I'm very picky about perfumes. I don't want it to be super florally. I don't want it to be super strong. Dragon fruit, magnolia, and sugared vanilla. I would not have said any of that except maybe vanilla. It's so good. This is my second bottle because I like it so much, and like I said, I'm not a perfume girl. I'm not somebody to go spend a bunch of money on perfume. I just don't care enough about it. But this one is good and it's cheap and you can get it at Target. So, and then I have a hair favorite. I've been struggling with my hair, you guys, so I don't have a lot of hair care favorites. I need actually some recommendations from y'all. I feel like my hair, we're in a rut. We're not really friends right now, but this is something that I do love in my routine, and this is like the only thing I'm really loving, so I need some recommendations on other things. But this is the Bedhead Resurrection Super Repair Shampoo. It is so good. It smells so good. I bought this after I went and got my hair done last, which was in March, so it's been like 3 months that I've been using this shampoo, and I really like it. I feel like it really cleans my hair really well, and I've never left the salon and bought a shampoo before, but just the smell alone of this one made me do it, and my hair just feels really good after. But I do need some recommendations on like serums and dry shampoos and things like that. I don't really put anything in my hair after, and I try not to wash my hair very frequently, but my dry shampoo I think just like builds up in my hair over a few days, and it just feels like there's a bunch of product in there, which also is why I love this shampoo, because it gets all of that out and it makes my hair feeling so soft. It looks so good right after I wash it. I just don't want to wash it every day. So I need some recommendations. I know this is a favorites video where I'm recommending things to you, but I need some good recommendations for products to put in my hair to make it, you know, healthier and hydrate it, and also some dry shampoo options that are not gonna weigh down my hair and like sit in my hair and just build up. Anyways, that's all the like beauty and skincare and makeup stuff. That was a lot, but now we're gonna move on. I think I'm gonna we'll do the random ones next, and then we'll save the baby stuff for last in case you don't care about baby stuff. I'm drinking one, so I'll just share. My current favorite Starbucks drink for this summer is the brown sugar shaken espresso. If they ever get rid of it, I'm gonna be very sad. If I'm treating myself, I'm getting the brown sugar. So Highly recommend if you've not tried it. I'm sure you have, but it's so good. The next thing that's in front of me is this water bottle. I got this off of Amazon, and I got it because I really wanted a Stanley cup, and every time they come back in stock I debate getting one, but you know, they're expensive and I didn't want to get one just because it was a fad and because it was a trend. And so I decided to try out an Amazon dupe, and I really like it. I just love that there's a handle. That's really all it takes. And I really like this too because you can close the straw and then it's spill proof. Watch it spill all over me. I really like this. I'll link this below. They had a lot of really pretty colors. I think this color is called Storm. Next is a book. You've probably heard me talk a lot about this book. It's called The Magic of Motherhood. It's by Ashley Gadd. It is so good. I'm still working my way through it because it takes me so long to read nowadays. Last summer I read so many books and I spent so many days at my library, and you know, it's one of my goals to work on in the next like month or so left of summer, but it is so hard to read with a baby because if she's awake, I'm not gonna ignore her and read, but if she's asleep, I have lots of things to do, and sitting and reading is never a priority of mine. So if I'm reading, it's usually right before bed. I can only muster up about 5 minutes before I'm like falling asleep. So I'm still working my way through this book, but it is so good. Each chapter is written by a different mom. When I first received this book, I got it as a gift from my sister-in-law, and the first time I read it, I sobbed because I had never had anybody else put into words the way I was feeling like this book did, and I truly did not realize that everybody felt that way, or that at least somebody else felt that way, and that I was not alone in how I was feeling. And it's just so good, and it makes me really appreciate things. It makes me reflect on things that I do as a mom. I really cannot recommend it enough. It also brings in a little bit of faith and how our role as a mom is the greatest form of ministry in our faith. This is the only book I've been reading, and it's taken me a very long time to get through it, but it's so good. And then my current favorite podcast, if you watch my vlogs, this is not going to be a shock to you. It is the But What's Next podcast. It's by Michelle Reed. I've been very into Michelle Reed lately. I think I mention her in every single video, but I have just been very inspired by her and her simple living and really enjoying the mundane everyday life. And that has really been a goal of mine this summer, both in my actual real life and also here on YouTube, just really romanticizing and loving the simple things. She's just really challenged me in that way, and she has a podcast and I've really been enjoying it. I still love What We Said. That one's a little bit more funny and kind of ditzy, and I definitely still listen to it every week, but when I'm needing something a little bit more peaceful or something to kind of feed my soul more, I really like But What's Next. This is the last random thing before I head into baby stuff, and my time is ticking. So this is the like Chip and Joanna's Magnolia line at Target. It's a room spray, and this, I almost said the scent is salt. It smells like salt. I'm gonna be honest. Michael picked this up. First, I was not a fan. I was like, it literally smells like salt water. Why do I want my bathroom to smell like salt? But I mean, you can, I don't know if you can tell, it's almost gone. Now that it's summer, I use this all the time because it's just very refreshing. It smells like the beach mixed with like the sunshine coming in the windows. When the room smells like salt, it just makes me feel like summer. It just makes me happy and brings me joy. All right, last category is baby things. Now, I could make a whole video about things that we used that I think every single mom should have, but that's not what this video is. And also, there's a lot of things that we use within the first couple months of her life that we don't use anymore. And so I feel like I can only mention the things that I'm really loving right now. But if you'd want to see a video of like my must-haves or things that really saved us, or that I think every single mom should get in those first couple of months, let me know. I just feel like that's not really my audience, so I don't know if anyone really cares. But currently, I only have a few things that really we use every single day. I could not live without. The first one is so random, but they are these bibs. Yes, bibs. They're from Copper and Pearl, and they're little bandana bibs, so they just go like this. What I love about them is even if it's soaked with drool, the other side that's, you know, on her chest or neck or whatever is completely dry. We bought these because I had heard people rave about them, and we didn't use them for the first like 2 or 3 months of her life, and I was kind of like, man, I bought all these and we literally have never used them. But then around the 3-month mark, and ever since then, she's 6 months old now, you will never catch her without one of these on, because she drools like crazy. When she eats, she's a mess. Like, these, I literally don't get her dressed in the morning without putting a bib on her, and these are cute, they're comfortable for her, and they actually absorb really well. Next is not going to be a surprise if you've ever heard anything about baby stuff, and it's my Hatch sound machine. This is one of those things that I think every mom should have right away. We had it in our bedroom when she was still in her bassinet in our bedroom. Then we started having her nap in her crib in her nursery to get her used to it, but she still slept in our room at night. We ended up buying a second one because we loved it so much. So now we have one in our bedroom and in her bedroom, and she doesn't sleep with us anymore. She's in her bedroom, in her crib, and Michael and I just can't sleep without this now. We love it. It also is nice because you can program it for certain times of the day. So like when she was very little, we would program it to start at a certain time and then turn off at a certain time in the morning. It can be a night light. You can change lots of different sounds. You can change the volume on your phone. You can tap it. You can do it on the, like, there's so many options, and I love it. I have to mention this as well, and it's taking care of babies. I've mentioned quite a bit in my vlogs our sleep journey. Jordan, bless her soul, was a terrible sleeper. For 6 months, I did not sleep. And Michael agreed to buy the Taking Care of Babies 5 to 24 month class. And it is expensive, you guys. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. It was expensive. It was literally my present for Mother's Day and my birthday because sleep was worth the money. Up until that point, I implemented a ton of stuff that she had said for free on her blog or her Instagram. So if you don't follow her Instagram, definitely recommend doing that. You can look through all of her highlights, all of her posts. They were so helpful, and I feel like they really set Jordan up for success once we started the formal sleep training, which I know is a touchy subject, and it's not like we literally shut the door and let her scream for 8 hours. Cry it out really didn't even happen with her because we had done all of this stuff that she had recommended her whole 6 months of life. So then when we started actual formal sleep training, on night 1, she was asleep within like 15 minutes and she slept beautifully. I cannot recommend it enough now. Like for this nap, I put her down. She was wide awake. She was talking. She was looking around. Within 2 minutes, she put herself to sleep. And last night, she slept beautifully through the night. It has changed the game. I cannot recommend it enough. And then another thing that I've been loving is Lovevery. We get a subscription box from them every month. I skipped, I think, like the 3 to 4 month box, but I've got the newborn box, I got the 5 to 6 month, and then we just got the 7 to 8 month. And we have used every single thing they've given us. It's really hard to know what they can play with and what they can, you know, do as a little baby, and so I really love Lovevery. They have a really nice play mat and play gym. That's what we used, and we still use it sometimes. It makes it a lot easier to find toys. It is a little bit pricey, but again, if that's like the only thing you're really getting for your baby for toys and stuff, I think it's totally worth it. And that's really the only thing that we use for her toys. Like we might have some things here and there we find and pick up, but for the most part, she just plays with a bunch of Lovevery toys and then books, and like that's pretty much it. Okay, I think this is the last thing, and it is our stroller. This is another kind of expensive thing. I'm realizing my baby stuff, besides these bibs, they're all a little bit expensive, but they're so worth it. We have the Mockingbird Stroller. It's single to double, so that way when we have another baby, we just get like the second seat insert and we have a double stroller. So it's a little bit pricey, but I think it's worth it because we're gonna be able to use it for our next baby. I mean, we use our stroller every single day. It's beautiful. It has such good quality. It's easy for me to roll around. It's easy for me to get in the car. Babies are kind of like weddings. You pick the things that you're willing to splurge on, and then you get cheaper things for everything else. And a stroller was one of those things that I knew I wanted it to be a little bit better quality and last us longer, and I'm so glad we did. Again, I will have everything linked down below. If I have codes or anything that can help you save money, I'll link those below. Thank you also for shopping through those links, because on some links I do make a little bit of commission, and so I really appreciate your support in using those links. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure if you are not subscribed that you hit that that subscribe button down below before you leave so you don't miss all my future videos. Also make sure to head over to my Instagram. It's also Elementary with Emma. Follow me there. I try to be very active, especially this summer. If you have anything that you have been loving this summer, no matter what the category is, I would love for you to leave it down below. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting me. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.